helped you take control of the game?
I thought they did a great job. I mean, like you said, the end of the first and third were huge stretches for us, and then the start of the fourth and start of the second, huge stretches. Those guys, they just played to our identity on both ends. I thought they really strung stops together, forced the Jazz to earn things on the offensive end, and then on offense just kind of chipped away and got the right shots, found our cuts, found open looks. Through the ups and downs of the game.
That group, you kind of right before the end of the first quarter, you manipulated the floor a little bit to get Isaiah the look in the corner. Can you kind of just take me through what you saw and then how your team executed that?
Yeah, I thought Lindy came up, set a good screen. It's just a design play to get Shea in a mismatch situation and get Lindy and Isaiah behind the ball. Shea made a good pass. Isaiah made a good shot.
And then you guys were able to execute on a couple flare screens. Josh got one, Isaiah got one. What was it about Utah's defense that was able to open up some of those threes for you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we generated pretty high-quality threes, even though we didn't shoot it great. And, some of it is that, them recognizing when there's a lot of help. Obviously, Shea in particular has a lot of gravity when he has the ball. And, finding our spacing windows and also finding opportunities to cut and screen against the help is something that we've, tried to work on all year and, did a good job of tonight.
You mentioned not having your fastball, but 26 points off their turnovers, 24 second chance points. This game kind of a good example of, those marginal points carrying some extra weight.
Yeah, and good offenses, good teams, they manufacture. They manufacture on nights where the jump shot's not going or it's not like a great rhythm. I thought their zone bothered us a little bit in the end of the second quarter. And, I just thought we had good, like I said, resilience in those two areas of the game are proof of it.
You primarily stuck to those four core guys off the bench. Was that the plan coming into this one?
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the plan. I usually have like 9 in mind and then introduce different guys if the game calls for it. But that wasn't, a deviation from what we've normally done.
Going into halftime, they closed on a 14-2 run. Could you guys feel, was there like a sense of urgency coming back out for the second half, knowing how they responded to close the first half?
I think, obviously, we wanted to win the game. Our players wanted to win the game, but the game's still 48 minutes, and you still need to play all 48, and you still need all 48. And when a game's that long, there's going to be times where the other team has some momentum. There's going to be times where you have momentum. There's going to be times where you go through cold spells shooting the ball. I thought that was the case during that run. I mean, I thought we got good looks against the zone and just didn't hit. Had a couple timely turnovers where we had good intentions and we ended up turning it over. We needed the whole 48 tonight, and I thought our guys showed, like I said, good poise and resilience to just kind of play possession after possession for the full game.
There was a first quarter possession where Shea really locked up Agbaji, poked the ball away, and kind of felt like he was setting a tone defensively. Wasn't his usual efficient self offensively, but how do you think he played on both ends of the floor?
I thought, he had a good temperament coming into the game. I thought it was a good leadership game for him just in terms of his consistency through the 48, taking what the defense gave him. He got double-teamed a lot early. The zone, makes it harder for him to get his cracks. And he just let the game tell him what to do tonight. And then, like you said, defensively, I thought it was him, but it was everybody. I thought especially in the second half, that's what I was most pleased with is the game kind of got rough at the end of the second. The scoreboard got tight at halftime, and we leaned back on our defense and leaned back kind of on our standards, which I think is a good sign. It shows that those things are cementing.
And just early thoughts going into Sunday, a win gets you guys into the play.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday's significant for that reason. Obviously, it's another opportunity for us to, play a game that's got some weight and test ourselves in that way, which we relish, like I said before the game. Sunday also represents Game 82, and we want to be a team that uses the 82 games to grow and improve. And at the end of 82 games, you could take a step back and you could look at the season in totality, the regular season in totality, and kind of see where you started and where you ended up. And that's the other significance, because at the end of the day, like I've said all along, our bigger picture goal is to grow and to improve, through all the experiences. I think this team's done that, and Sunday's our final opportunity to do that as well.
The play-in tournament was designed to 81, 82, you keep these games interested, and so it kind of leads up to Sunday. You like this idea of a winner-take-all to get in?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for our team. At the end of the day, we're a young team. A lot of our experiences are new experiences, whether it's playing on national television or the game where LeBron James broke the record. Going through winning streaks, going through losing streaks, going through success, weathering injuries. These are all experiences we can grow from, and we hope to be a team that's playing significant games for a long time. And Sunday's, tonight was like that. The last month's been like that, and Sunday's another opportunity to do that, which is, like I said, an opportunity we relish.
You feel like a little bit of the pressure's taken off your shoulders, or do they still feel it with the win tonight kind of helps a little bit?
The pressure. I think the team just has a pride and sense of urgency and is ambitious, and that's a healthy feeling. It's competition, and you've got to be able to not be distracted by your own ambitions and just kind of play the next possession. And I thought we did that tonight, very well. And that's our challenge again on Sunday.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
A lot of pressure on you guys just throughout the whole night. What did it take for you guys to finally take control there late in the third and early in the fourth?
Just kind of, weathering the storm, sticking true to, our style of play, and, just being able to, not be fazed by whatever they were, throwing at us. They had a couple different zone looks that we, kind of struggled with early, but, we were able to kind of, do a good job just kind of sticking to what we do, and, defense led to offense, which, got us the win.
You've had kind of an up and down role this season, and recently over the past 5 or 6 games or so, you've gotten some extended minutes. How have you felt yourself kind of grow this season, maybe in terms of just like mental toughness or things like that? Yeah,
I've just continued to keep my head down, work hard, regardless of, the amount of time I'm playing or, whatever it is. I've just kept my head down, continue to work. If I'm not playing, I'm getting better outside, working on my game. And, when I get the opportunity, just try to take advantage of it. So just try to, stay at one level, not get too high when I'm playing good, not get too low when I'm playing bad or not playing at all. So, just try to, stay on a straight line.
Is that something that you've always tried to do, or is that something that you kind of had to learn being in the NBA?
I think it's something that I've kind of had, as a part of me since I was a kid. I want to say early in my high school career, I had a lot of different, things kind of go. But that's just something that I've kind of been able to, weather the storm with, continue to just work hard and keep my head down. So.
You had a few steals in this one, a couple that led to scores on the other end. What's it like just, having the feel to jump those passing lanes when you see an opportunity and create a fast break going the other way?
Yeah, the fast break I got at the end I was super excited. I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I windmill? But because I don't get many of those. But just trying to read what the guy with the ball is doing, and cross court plays like that. Somebody looks uncertain and they're looking for, the guy that can kind of run the offense and get it going. And I was on Chris Dunn at the time, so I kind of knew that they were looking for him just to kind of create something. And so I kind of read his eyes early, and I knew he was about to pass it. And, just kind of having a feel is something that I never really, had. But I'm not going to say never had, but, I don't know. It's just something that I've always kind of, had a good feel for, being able to make the right reads and, just – see things before they happen.
And then heading into Sunday, a win gets you guys into the play-in. How are you feeling heading into that game?
We got to take care of business. Tonight we got off to a little slow start. They had some guys out. We can't relax in games like those. We got to really be locked in and take care of business. So going into Sunday, we're going to be locked in. We'll have practice upcoming and just kind of prepare to make sure that we put ourselves in a good position.
You and Josh really connected a lot tonight on the floor. Just after 2 years of playing with a guy like that, just what level of connection do you feel like you two have at this point?
Yeah, outside of the night, I think me and Josh connect a lot of times. I just know when he has the ball, he's gonna find you if you're open. So when he gets the ball and he starts driving, I'm looking for whatever open seam there is just to kind of get an easy bucket, because I know that he'll see me, and if he doesn't see me, he's going to score it. So, he does a really good job just kind of surveying the court, seeing things before they happen. And, I just try and make it easy for him and make it easier for myself.
Did you enjoy playing in the high-stakes game?
It's been fun. You know, the last couple of games have been, you know, I think the approach has been a little bit different for us. We've been really locked in, and, you know, we got to continue to just finish it out, you know, Sunday.
Thanks, Wiggs.
Thank
you.
Extended minutes. How have you felt yourself kind of grow this season, maybe in terms of just like mental toughness or things like that?
Yeah, you know, I've just continued to keep my head down, work hard, regardless of, you know, the amount of time I'm playing or, you know, whatever it is. You know, I've just kept my head down, continue to work. If I'm not playing, I'm getting better outside, you know, working on my game. And, you know, when I get the opportunity, just try to take advantage of it. So
26 points off their turnovers. Just what made you guys so effective in kind of converting their miscues into points on the other end?
Yeah, understanding, you know, personnel, you know, when we were guarding guys that, you know, weren't as strong from the perimeter, you know, plugging in, being in the lanes, being disruptive. You know, we knew Dunn or Linnick, those guys were trying to get downhill to the rim. So when we were playing, you know, off those non-shooters, just being active with our hands, trying to get deflections and steals. And I thought our defense was good tonight. There was a stretch, you know, late in that second where they made their run, but I thought apart from that, we did a good job, you know, weathering the storm, and we buckled down that end of the floor when we needed it the most. But yeah, I think hands were in the lane, guys were getting deflections, we were getting out and running and transitioning. I think that's when we're at our best, you know, as a team.
And similarly, the offensive glass seemed to be pretty effective for you guys tonight as well. Why was that such a big emphasis for you?
Yeah, just continuing to, you know, put pressure on the defense to box out and rebound. When we go small especially, we kind of cross-matched anyway in transition. So even if we send a couple guys to the glass, we've got a few guys back, you know, just being traffic cops. But yeah, just being aggressive, keeping the defense honest. You know, when guys are not going, it's an easy job for the defense. They can clean up the glass and get out and run. But when we put pressure on them to box out and then, you know, get defensive rebounds, it gives us second chance points, and it puts pressure on them where they can't just start the fast break, you know, untouched.
Josh, could you guys feel like the sense of urgency being a young team where most of you guys haven't been in this spot, and if so, how do you think you guys responded and reacted?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I thought we responded great compared to, you know, we played similar teams last week in the same situation. And obviously we all knew, you know, what tonight's game meant and what's at stake, but we didn't approach it any differently to any other game. We came in with the same mentality. You know, it's just one game out of 82, you know, and we approached it like we would any other night. So, as I said, we obviously know what's at stakes, but I thought the group did a great job of responding from, you know, the past few nights where we haven't been at our best, and I thought tonight we took the right approach into the game, and we disregarded, you know, who we played against and played, you know, our style of basketball, I think, for the most part of 48.
And just your early thoughts going into Sunday where a win gets you guys into the play-in?
Yeah, obviously it's exciting. We know, as I said, we know what's at stake, but we know the job's not done. You know, we've won tonight, which we needed to, and obviously we win Sunday, we know we're in. So it's a good thing that we can kind of control our own destiny where we don't have to rely on other teams to lose and win. So it's exciting, but, you know, as I said, we've got to put this one in the past and move on to Memphis, who's going to come in, you know, probably a similar situation to tonight with the guys that they have out there. But we know the job that we need to do, and yeah, we'll be ready for Memphis.
Any sigh of relief at all? Because this is such a monumental must-win game for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as I said, we knew what tonight's game meant coming in. But as I said, the best part about it was on us. You know, we didn't have to rely on any other losses or wins. And we approached this game the same as we would any other night. I think it's easy, you know, when teams are sitting their best players to relax and take it easy. But I think tonight we were ready from the jump, and it's important to do against these type of teams. And obviously the severity of this game was higher than it has been, you know, obviously earlier in the season. But yeah, a big win, big road win against, you know, a talented team. They took it to us all night, so credit to them. But yeah, put this one away and get ready for Sunday.
Anybody else?